I should have put the date on the board because I like it when it first comes up and it shows the date. What is today, 13?
Yeah.
13th?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hopefully none of you are too superstitious on 5/13/13. But I'll try to make this under 10 minutes, okay, because we're going to do two things. Watch Channel 1, and then you're going to watch a movie called Mothers of Invention. If you do a good job on it, it is an excellent movie. I mean, you will be full of knowledge, and someday when you're on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or one of these game shows, you will probably do real well off some of these questions. If you just watch and pay attention, there will be no quiz on it. If you, I want you to stay in your own seat. I want you concentrating on watching this. If you're not paying attention, and I reserve the right to give individual people a test. If I have someone that's just screwing around, not paying any attention, I'm going to go up, hand them a test. Some of the questions could be, how come women were not allowed to own a patent until 1790? Does anyone know why a woman was not allowed to hold a patent until 1790? Does anyone know what IP stands for? Has nothing to do with the bathroom. IP stands for intellectual property. Intellectual, your brain's property. Until 1790, women could not own property. Any property had to be in a man's name. 1790, they changed it to where women could now own property, which meant they could now own a patent. Okay? Some of the biggest patents came from women's, like whiteout. You know what whiteout is? The stuff that they use. I don't think you guys use it much now with computers, but when you make a mistake on a paper, you take whiteout. How many of you guys have used whiteout? It's kind of like nail polish and a thing. Okay, that was invented by a woman. I think it was Betty Naismith. If anyone know who the first inventor was, first woman inventor, I think it was Mary Kay. Okay. We'll see here in just a little bit. I'm trying to think of what she invented. Had to do something with clothing. Okay. Some say that the wheel was probably invented by a woman because, any idea why? The wheel is the best invention ever. Show after show will tell you it's the best invention ever. Okay. The few things I have up on the board I'm going to tell you. Target marketing. Okay. When you see target marketing, you should be able to identify that as a term where you're specifying a certain group of people that you're marketing to. Okay? Is everyone paying real close attention right now? Because when I talk today, I'm going to give a sheet out for people. Someone asked me, like, I'm going to be cleaning some things out of the classroom here, and I'm going to give a form just like the school gives, called a requisition. Scout, did you get your 509 calendar the other day? Someone got it to you? Okay. Did you want it? If you don't want it, then give it to your dad or give it to someone else. But so someone put on there, I'll use that as an example. 509 calendar. It's a calendar. She's into snowmobiling, just like that 509 calendar there. Scout, do you want the book, the 509 book? That's the hardback book that goes along with it. Because I'll give that to you if you want it. I'm cleaning out some stuff. But what I'm going to do is have a little form that says needs and wants. Is this a need or a want? Okay, check one or the other. Why? Why is this a need or why is this a want? Okay. If someone asks me for a T-square, they might say, I need one of these because I want to be an architect. I am not selling any more food. I am donating everything. In fact, I buy the food myself. I'm donating the money to help kids out, people that need or want something. Okay? Do you understand that? If you need something to eat, though, let me make this clear. I have kind of a secret agreement with a lot of kids that need something to eat. It's usually later towards lunch or afternoon, and I give them a handful of pretzels. And some of them later say, you know what, I need some more. And they truly do. And I go, okay, good, I'll get you more. And some of them every day, come in early, get a handful of pretzels. Does anyone see anything wrong with that? No, the school does. I know we're not supposed to give away food, but I think, you know what, if someone wants to come in here and bake brownies or bake cookies, we'll call it home ec. We have to tie some lesson to it, though. Okay? So you would fill out, is it a need or a want? This next part, how much are you willing and able to pay for it? Say, I would be willing to pay $1 for a T-square. I'm only able to pay 50 cents, though. Okay, I'll sell it to you for 50 cents. Not the school's T-square, but my own. I have a large collection of my own stuff in here. Okay, I won't sell anything to the schools. I mean, obviously, but I'll just have a little form, and if you go something that you really need or something that you really want, you know, so you have to do a little bit of paperwork with it. It's a requisition. You'll hear this time and time again. I went over to Seattle this weekend, got hooked up with that company, AV Water Sports, and the guy said, okay, I want you to go back and set it up. You can have some requisitions. You'll turn in a requisition request. I need to buy this jet ski. So I buy the jet ski, I turn in a requisition, request to be reimbursed for it. He wire transfers me the money. This guy's pretty incredible. He's about 27 years old, professional tennis player, owns some tennis clubs in Seattle, Bellevue, Redmond. He's from Serbia, and he's got a few friends that are from Serbia and Bosnia, Eastern Europe, which is a rough place to be from. And I'd say, based on the place that they lived at in Seattle, on the lake, with the tennis courts right on the lake and everything, I'd say that they have made more money than me. And I was pretty impressed that they were so eager. And I'll tell you more, these are the flyboard guys, which as of June 1st, I'll be the flyboard dealer in our area. And the flyboard, I'm doing a rental thing. The reason I could never do anything like that is because liability insurance. If someone gets hurt, I can't afford $100,000 for liability insurance. Okay. The second thing is go out, buy some jet skis. The flyboards are $6,500 each. It's a board that hooks on the back of a jet ski with a jet pump on it, similar to that jet pump up there. Bring that over here, Derek. That jet pump on the far left of the top cabinet, and it just has a big fire hose that's hooked to a jet pump on a board that you go on. And I'll show you some pictures and images. The far left, the jet pump up top, it's just the white part of it. The part, that's the jet pump. Yeah, be real careful when you get it out. The drive shaft might want to come with it, but I don't want the drive shaft. I just want the pump. If the whole thing comes over here. Does anyone know? Bring the whole thing. Bring that whole thing over here. Does anyone know what law allows a jet ski or a jet to move? Come on, raise your hand if you know that. What? Yes? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This is hooked to the jet ski motor. Here on this end, that's the coupler. That's the drive shaft that goes through the bottom of it. This is the jet pump. Okay? The jet pump then pumps water out the back. When it goes out the back, it makes the jet ski go forward. Anytime I talk about something like this, you should be able to write it down. It's Newton's third law. Newton's third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You don't have to write it down if you can remember it. If you can remember that, like I can remember that, that's fine. If you can't remember it, I better jot that down. Is there anyone that didn't learn anything today? Even in that short 8 minutes and 20 seconds? You need to stay at your own seat. We need to have the shop sprayed. We've got a lot of black widows over there. This is one I took this morning, a little guy, black widow, and normally I just kind of kill them, but then sometimes I look to go, is this one an harmful one or not? If you've never seen a black widow, you should know what they look like. That's why I save that. I'm done talking right now.